Millions of Americans will renew their Sam's Club membership this year without asking a single question. They'll hand over $50, $100, sometimes $110, and walk back into those warehouse aisles feeling like they're getting a deal. Some of them are. Most of them aren't. Because Sam's Club has a two-tier reality that the membership desk will never explain to you. There are members who extract extraordinary value from this warehouse, saving thousands of dollars annually on purchases they were already going to make. And there are members quietly losing money every single renewal cycle without ever realizing it. The difference between those two groups is not income, not how often they shop. It's information. Stay until the very end, because the last secret on this list is the one Sam's Club buries deepest. And it's worth hundreds of dollars to anyone who finds it, starting now. Secret 1. The membership tier you're on is probably the wrong one. Let's start with the decision that happens before you ever walk through the entrance gates. Most of Sam's Club members are on the standard club membership, $50 annually, the entry point, the option the membership desk defaults to when a new member signs up without specific guidance in either direction. And for a significant percentage of those members, the ones spending consistently above a certain monthly threshold at Sam's Club, that default decision is costing them money rather than saving it. Here's the math that Sam's Club will never volunteer at the membership desk. The Plus membership, currently priced at $110 annually, includes a 2% cashback reward on qualifying Sam's Club purchases, capped at $500 per year. That cashback applies to the vast majority of in-club and online purchases. It does not apply to tobacco, alcohol, fuel, pharmacy, or certain other specific category exclusions, but across the broad purchase categories that represent most members' typical spending, it applies consistently. The break-even calculation is straightforward and takes approximately 90 seconds to complete. The annual cost difference between Club and Plus memberships is $60. The Plus membership returns 2% cash back on qualifying purchases. Divide $60 by 2% and you arrive at $3,000 of annual qualifying purchases as the break-even threshold. If you spend more than $3,000 annually at Sam's Club, approximately $250 per month, the Plus membership pays for its own upgrade cost and begins generating net positive return above the club tier. The average Sam's Club member spends significantly more than $250 per month, which means a significant percentage of club members are leaving a cashback return on the table every single year. Not because they chose incorrectly after careful analysis, but because nobody at the membership desk ran this calculation for them. Sam's Club earns more margin on club memberships sold to members who would generate positive returns at the Plus tier. The incentive structure does not favor membership desk staff explaining the break-even math proactively. You just learned it here. Run your own numbers tonight. The upgrade decision for many current club members is the highest return financial decision they'll make this month. Secret 2. The Scan and Go feature is saving some members an hour a week, and most members don't use it. Here is a feature that Sam's Club has invested significantly in developing, marketing, and refining, and that a surprising proportion of its active membership has never used. Scan and Go allows members to scan items with their smartphone as they place them in the cart, pay through the app before leaving the store, and walk past the exit checkpoint with a digital receipt rather than queuing at a traditional checkout. Register. The time saving for a typical Sam's Club shopping trip, a store whose average cart size and average transaction volume is substantially larger than a conventional grocery run, ranges from 15 to 45 minutes depending on store traffic, time of day, and the length of traditional checkout lines at peak periods. For a member shopping Sam's Club twice monthly, the conservative end of that time saving represents a meaningful quality of life improvement across a full year of membership. But here's the dimension of Scan and Go that goes beyond convenience and enters the category of genuine financial information. The app's running total, visible throughout the shopping trip as items are scanned, creates a real-time budget awareness that traditional cart shopping fundamentally doesn't. Members who know their running total before reaching the checkout demonstrate measurably different purchasing behavior than members who discover their total at the register. Psychological mechanism is well documented in consumer behavior research. Purchase decisions made with real-time cost awareness are more deliberate, more aligned with intended budgets, and less susceptible to the checkout surprise that causes post-shopping buyer's remorse. Sam's Club members who use Scan and Go consistently report spending closer to their intended budget than their pre-adoption shopping behavior produced. The feature saves time, but for members who struggle with warehouse store spending creep, the phenomenon of entering for 6 items and exiting with 22, it may save money in amounts that make the membership fee look like a rounding error. Most members have never opened the feature in the app. The members who have don't understand how they shopped any other way. Secret 3. The fuel station is one of the best deals in the membership, if you use it correctly. Sam's Club fuel stations are a known benefit. Most members are aware they exist. A reasonable proportion uses them occasionally. What almost nobody calculates is the actual annualized value of using them consistently, and the specific behavioral pattern that maximizes that value in ways the membership materials never explain. Sam's Club fuel prices typically run between 10 and 25 cents per gallon below the market average at conventional retail stations in the surrounding area. The variation is real. In some markets and at some times, the discount is at the narrow end of that range. In others, particularly during periods of crude oil price volatility, when retail station prices lag the downward adjustment curve, the Sam's Club discount temporarily widens beyond that range. The annualized math for an average American household driving average annual mileage in an average fuel economy vehicle runs as follows: approximately 12,000 miles annually, at an average of 28 miles per gallon, a reasonable midpoint for a mixed passenger vehicle fleet. That's roughly 430 gallons of fuel per year. At a conservative 15 cent per gallon average discount, consistent Sam's Club fueling saves approximately $65 annually. That figure alone represents more than the cost differential between a Club and Plus membership upgrade for many members, obtained simply by changing where you fill the tank. But here's the specific behavioral optimization that the fuel station's most sophisticated users employ and that almost nobody else knows about. Sam's Club fuel stations accept the Sam's Club MasterCard, a credit card issued in partnership with Synchrony Bank, which returns 5% cash back on Sam's Club fuel purchases specifically. 5% cash back on fuel already discounted 15 to 25 cents below market rate. The compounding of a below market base price and a 5% cash back return on that already discounted price creates a fuel cost per gallon that, during periods of elevated retail fuel prices, can represent savings of 30 to 40 cents per gallon versus filling at a conventional retail station with a non-rewards card. At 430 gallons annually, 30 to 40 cents per gallon represents $130 to $170 in annual fuel savings from a single behavioral change. Most Sam's Club members filling their tank at the membership fuel station are capturing roughly half of the available savings because they're using the wrong payment instrument. The right payment instrument, and the combination of discount plus cash back it enables, is never proactively explained at the fuel station. It is available in the fine print of the Sam's Club credit card promotional materials for any member willing to read it. Very few do. Secret 4. The Sam's Club app. Price comparison feature is hiding in plain sight. Here is a capability that exists within the Sam's Club app. Documented, functional, available to every member, that the majority of the membership has never deliberately used. The Sam's Club app allows members to compare the per-unit price of club packaged items against standard retail pricing through a built-in comparison function that pulls current pricing data. The feature is not prominently advertised. It is not featured in the onboarding materials handed to new members. It sits within the app's functionality available to anyone who goes looking for it. And it reveals something important about the Sam's Club value proposition that members who assume bulk equals savings are not always accounting for. Sam's Club bulk pricing delivers genuine per-unit savings in certain categories with a consistency that makes the membership fee straightforwardly recoverable. Paper goods, toilet paper, paper towels, facial tissue, consistently priced below comparable per-unit costs at conventional grocery retailers by margins significant enough to matter in a household budget, calculated annually rather than transactionally. Pantry staples, cooking oils, flour, sugar, canned goods in bulk configurations, Deliver reliable per-unit savings for households with the storage capacity to utilize bulk quantities before expiration. Household cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, dish soap. These categories deliver consistent bulk savings that members who buy them regularly recoup in membership value within the first few purchase cycles of a membership year. But here's the pattern break that the price comparison feature makes visible. Certain categories at Sam's Club, electronics accessories, certain branded snack foods, specific personal care categories, do not consistently deliver per-unit savings versus standard retail or online competitors. The warehouse packaging and the club environment create a perception of savings that the actual per-unit math does not always support. The members who use the price comparison feature before purchasing, who take 30 seconds to verify that the bulk price represents genuine savings rather than assumed savings, make materially better purchasing decisions than the members who assume that Sam's Club is cheaper across every category simply because it is a warehouse club. The assumption is expensive. The verification is free. The tool is already in the app you downloaded when you joined. Secret 5. The optical, pharmacy, and hearing center benefits are the most underused value in the entire membership. Ask a Sam's Club member to list the benefits of their membership. You will hear bulk goods savings, fuel discount, and probably the tire center if they've used it. Ask them about the optical center, the pharmacy pricing, the hearing center. Silence or vague awareness that these services exist, unaccompanied by any specific knowledge of what they actually deliver in dollar terms. This informational gap represents, for many member households, particularly those with vision correction needs, prescription medication requirements, or hearing health concerns, the single largest unrealized value in their entire membership. Sam's Club optical centers offer complete eye exam and prescription eyeglass packages at pricing that consistently and significantly undercuts both independent optical providers and mall-based optical chains. An eye exam plus a pair of single-vision prescription lenses in a standard frame, a transaction that routinely costs between $150 and $300 at conventional optical retailers, is available at Sam's Club optical centers in complete packages that frequently price below $100 for the equivalent service and product specification. For a household with 2 adults who both require annual eye exams and updated prescriptions, a common situation for any household where both adults are over 40, the Sam's Club optical savings alone can exceed the annual membership fee in a single visit. The pharmacy pricing structure delivers a similar revelation for members with ongoing prescription needs. Sam's Club pharmacy pricing on generic medications, particularly for chronic condition management drugs in the cardiovascular, diabetes management, and thyroid categories, frequently undercuts conventional retail pharmacy pricing by margins that are not marginal. They are structural. The warehouse pharmacy model's cost structure allows pricing that conventional retail pharmacies cannot match while maintaining commercial viability. The Sam's Club member prescription program, available to members and, in many configurations, to non-members as well, prices certain high-volume generic prescriptions at flat rates that make comparison shopping before every fill a worthwhile 30-second exercise. But here's the secret within the secret that almost no one knows. The member prescription program pricing at Sam's Club Pharmacy is in many cases available without presenting insurance. And for members with high-deductible health plans, the Sam's Club cash price on specific generic medications is frequently lower than the insurance-negotiated price that flows through standard pharmacy benefit manager channels. Members with high-deductible plans who automatically present their insurance card at every pharmacy counter, because that is the learned behavior of everyone who has ever had health insurance, may be paying more than the uninsured cash price at the same counter. The pharmacist will not volunteer this information. The insurance card presentation triggers the insurance pricing pathway automatically. The cash price comparison requires the member to ask a specific question before the transaction is processed. The question is, what is your cash price on this medication? 4 words. Potentially hundreds of dollars in annual savings for households managing multiple prescriptions. 4 words that Sam's Club will never prompt you to ask. Secret 6. Sam's Club counts on your renewal inertia, and here is exactly how to use that against them. The warehouse club business model is one of the most elegant commercial constructions in retail history. Here is why. When you pay a membership fee, any membership fee for any subscription-based service, a psychological shift occurs that researchers call the sunk cost commitment effect. Having paid for access, you are predisposed to use the service in order to justify the payment. You shop at Sam's Club more than you would without a membership, specifically because you've paid for the right to shop there. This behavioral mechanism increases member visit frequency, increases average transaction value, and increases the probability of member renewal, all without Sam's Club spending $1 on traditional customer acquisition or retention marketing. The membership fee is not primarily a revenue line. It is a behavioral engineering tool. Sam's Club understands this better than almost any other retailer operating in the American market. The entire warehouse club model, pioneered by Price Club, refined by Costco and Sam's Club across 4 decades, depends on members who renew automatically, shop predictably, and never conduct a rigorous annual audit of whether the membership delivered net positive financial value. The renewal rate at Sam's Club hovers consistently above 90%. That figure should prompt a question. Not because 90% renewal is suspicious. For many members, the value case is genuinely clear and renewal is the correct decision. But because any service with a 90% plus renewal rate is a service that a significant percentage of its members renew on autopilot rather than on analysis. Here is the specific leverage point that informed members have discovered, and that Sam's Club's business model does not want to become widely known. Sam's Club has a membership cancellation and refund policy that is, relative to most subscription services, remarkably consumer-friendly. Members who cancel their membership can receive a prorated refund on the unused portion of their annual fee, a policy that the membership desk does not volunteer and that is not prominently featured in membership communications. This policy exists because Sam's Club's long-term retention strategy prioritizes member goodwill over short-term fee capture. A member who cancels and receives a fair refund is dramatically more likely to return than a member who cancels and feels trapped by a non-refundable fee. But the existence of this policy creates a specific and powerful leverage tool for members who use it correctly. Members who call the membership line at renewal time not to cancel, but to express genuine uncertainty about whether the membership's value justifies renewal, frequently receive retention offers that are not available through any other channel. Discounted renewal pricing, complimentary membership upgrades from Club to Plus, tier for the renewal year, gift card credits applied to the member account. The specific offer varies by member history, by the retention representative handling the call, and by the time of year relative to Sam's Club's internal membership retention performance metrics. But the pattern is consistent enough, documented extensively in personal finance communities, in consumer advocacy forums, and in the direct experience of members who have discovered this mechanism, to warrant direct and deliberate use by any member approaching their renewal date. The call takes 5 minutes. The potential value is the equivalent of multiple months of membership cost recovered through a single conversation. The members who make this call annually, who treat their Sam's Club renewal as a negotiation rather than an automatic transaction, are operating the membership relationship as Sam's Club's most commercially sophisticated members have always operated it. The members who auto-renew without the call are the ones the business model was designed around. Knowing which category you're in and choosing deliberately which one to be is worth more than any individual benefit, any fuel discount, or any optical savings on this entire list, because it reframes the entire relationship, not customer, not passive beneficiary of whatever value the membership decides to deliver. An informed party in a commercial relationship, one who understands the terms, uses the leverage, and extracts the value that was always available to anyone willing to look for it. 6 secrets, 6 layers of the Sam's Club membership experience that exist entirely outside what the welcome packet, the membership desk, and the annual renewal email will ever tell you. If this changed how you'll approach that decision, hit that like button. 1 second of your time helps this channel reach the members who are about to auto-renew without asking a single question. Subscribe for consumer content that reads the fine print before it tells you what it actually says. We'll see you in the next one.